So, I forgot to start recording. Streaming, but not recording. So, because that achievement didn't go through, we're doing this again. So, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. If you're still watching this part of the playlist, I assume you know who I am by now, but I am Alex. We are playing more EU4. We are still going after the Levant Turnabout, and this time, we're going to be more careful about making sure Iron Man hasn't randomly turned off. We've done most of the same early setup I was doing before. We're playing everybody's favorite game of cell ships. No. Would you like a galley? No. Tunis. Would you like a boat? You would. So, a common mistake when selling ships, and a mistake I fall into, is don't use the enter key. Do not ever use the enter key. Because using the enter key counts as a confirmation. God damn it, I just did it. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. This was a bug, and it's been known about for at least a year now. If you are very clever about it, you can use it to queue up a lot of Diplo actions all at once, and just use one diplomat for a lot of actions. Like here, if I do this, and then sell ships with you, and then sell ships with you. And if I press and hold C, is it C or is it enter? Oh, I don't remember. No, okay, it was enter, not C. Point being, you can sell the same ship multiple times. And it's stupid, and I'm not gonna do it because it's too gamey. Very good if you're into min-maxing. You've never had an Iron Man come up under the autosave while launching. You know, honestly, I probably didn't either. I probably just assumed that it was. Which is odd. So what we did before, rather than an achievement run, was just a proof of concept run, I guess. Now, last time I was pretty heavy into legalism. The tech cost reduction is really, really useful. So far, we're all right religion, and the manpower modifier is really nice, so I think I'm going to keep going legalism. Towards the end of the game, we switched over to using mysticism, and once you have a big enough army, that's very useful. You can stay here. Why don't we max that out, and I'll rearrange the army here in a bit, don't worry. So, now you are done. So instead, I'm gonna hit the cancel button, just to make sure I don't sell more free ships to people. Papal State doesn't want anything. I said this before, and I'll say it again. This ship selling would be much easier if it were added to a drop-down menu in here, maybe economy actions, but sell ships is not a button in here, unfortunately. You don't want galleys. People really do not, by people, I mean the AI really does not like buying galleys. Or maybe it's just the AI that I'm trying to sell to. Alright, beautiful. I don't think anyone's gonna buy these. Maybe because they're more expensive to upkeep. Maybe not. Tlemkin, you want one? No. So we're just going to put this up and disband, because it's just not worth the time and effort to hunt down the 1 or 2 people that would actually buy that. Cool. So, early game, we have a combat width of 20, so 20 and 2. Now you may be thinking, Alex, the Mamelukes, you fool, can have more than 2 cavalry. And you're right, but cavalry are also way too expensive to justify it. So I'm gonna run without them for the time being. Mothball our forts. Protesters, you protest all you want. Oh, we have Royal Mameluke. So the loyal Mamo choice over and over and over just seems to be the right choice to make when it comes to picking your ruler and picking people for other positions as well. There's interesting mechanics. And by interesting mechanics, I mean these buttons are interesting, but not as interesting as having a fairly reliably good leader, in my opinion. But I'm sure if you handle using it right, it can be quite good. Okay, so keeping relations with you and you. Once you get to 190, we'll get both of you. Actually, it might be smart to save vassalizing these two until I'm done Diplo annexing these. Yeah, I should probably do that. Vassalize, improve relation with Fazan. Can do. Fez. Let's be friends. Now what you need is a general so you can drill, and you need a general so you can drill. All told, it took just about as long last time to get army professionalism maxed out as it did to whatever, it's early, I don't care, as it did to take out the Ottomans. Oh, thank God. Alright, last time Crimea willfully were vassalized. Ah, haha. Feels like a war I should be a part of. That's okay. Mamluk succession. Right, this event. So, the options depend on what cultures you have, right? So, if I took Egyptian, his claim would be awful, and he'd be older than the other two options. What it would open up for me, however, is using this button and this button. See, the recruit from Circassian lands or sell Circassian slaves changes depending on the culture of your leader, which is pretty cool. I think this is a really neat thing, but no, it's never better, I think, than to just take the almost by default great leader. Gave us Diplo reputation, awesome. Very okay with that. So Diplo rep will help us start vassalizing people faster, or annexing them faster and moving on to new ones more quickly. I really, really like that. Making a fair amount of money. We're gonna save, or hold off on spending too much for the time being. We have three more of these. 1, 2, and 3. It's pretty typical for the Ottomans to be able to take this early game. Last game, we ended up being able to beat them just because of better planning, and that's what it's going to come down to. Can 5 more of you? Yep. That'll be enough. That'll be too much. That won't be enough, but that'll be close. Hell, might as well 1 and here in a month. Legalism 2. I'd rather have 2 full stacks than have to remember that it's not full. Holy shit, we are getting a lot of bad events early on. It's not a big deal. It takes some pretty bad mismanagement to tank your initial position. I've done it, so I'm not trying to throw shade. Right, listen. You vassalize. I know I was like, hey, we should hold off on vassalizing people until we integrate people, but I want custodian of the holy cities. Manpower needs to recover, no problem. I should have picked rival of our rival, as that would have given us more Diplo points, and those are going to be in high demand. Yeah. We can, I think, probably form the Sultanate of Rome more easily this time, now that I'm thinking about it beforehand. Not that it was hard to do. Need to take out the Ottomans either way. Hey, met Yasin. Thanks for following. So Hungary. Scared of them enough yet? You are awesome. Is Poland scared enough? Nope. So you're at war with Venice. Hopefully you win. The Ottoman subsidy stopped for 6 months before they renewed them for 20 years. Yeah, oh right, you're playing as Ragusa. Yeah, you are you really needing Ottoman backing anymore? Because it sounds like you've been blobbing fairly well. Ah, okay. The Emirs don't like us. That's fine. It's fine. I don't want to boost stability. How bad is this? Not that bad. Boost it all the same. Good. Now I focused primarily last time on trade as a means of income. I think that's probably the way to go. They're 1/3 of your income. Okay, then that would be a little important. Just a little. Right into Wallachia again. Oh, they're getting some good events to push this along. Let's see. Yeah, the autonomy can really slow you down. I like increasing autonomy. I know that it's probably not the best strategy, generally speaking. Most people don't like to do it, but here we go. I do. Cool. So, I'm going to improve Cairo. I'm improving Cairo because it's farmlands, because it's our capital, because it is an inland center of trade, and it gets a couple events later on that can decrease the cost of developing it, so it's very, very, very good. For the time being, I want to make nice with the Merchant Guild, so we get that extra little bit. I would like to seek the support of the clergy and then demand administrative support just to get that done immediately. Yep. And now we keep spending on this till we get the Renaissance. Tend towards legalism. Yep. We can start annexing our first vassals in 1454. Probably worth doing. Oh. Aragon, are you rivaled with... No one I care about. France, are you rivaled with Austria, and that will make Austria like me more? Let's go with Aragon. Gonna be able to eclipse them faster, and that will give us power projection, which is quite nice. Speaking of power projection... Not intervene in war... Issue embargo. Now we go back and keep improving relations with Hungary. Now, I'm hoping that Hungary does well in this war and can expand. Jesus, that's painful. That is very far in admin. I hope that you take admin ideas, because it sounds like you need them. When I played the first time, getting influence ideas sounded really cool to me. Ideas so we could get cheaper Diplo annexation. But honestly, going quality seemed like the best idea, just to be able to beat the Ottomans reliably. After that went economic to get weapon quality standards, and at that point, we were on a roll and didn't need too many more bonuses. I think I'll likely do the same thing this time. Nope, legalism. Now I have a little bit more. Oh, sweet. Oh, cool. I like this guy. This guy's quite good. Societa is right here. I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, probably. But we're gonna move our troops up there, so to suppress that revolt risk a little bit. Well, since we are converting stuff, probably go mysticism, eh? At least till we're done with it. Now, I don't think what I was saying that we can afford to promote these folks at all. Right, how much are you monthly? 4.2, so that's 3.15 more. I could afford to promote one of you, actually. And I think it'll be you. So, done, done, done. Let's get these back. Now, I believe it's August of 54? November. November to start annexing Battle and Hejaz. Oh, I can get Hejaz now? Huh. I'll still wait. Just because I want them both getting ticks at full speed as much as possible. And why? Mosque in here. Cancel that mosque. Shit, and I still picked the stability decrease one anyway. Quantity ideas is fantastic for small nations. I think quantity is good for just about everyone. But what we want to do as the Ottomans is not double down on our quantity advantage over the Ottomans, but to mitigate our quality issues. Okay, Poland. Economy needs to recover. Great. That was the wrong mission to take. Rival of our rival is what I should have taken, and is what I am taking now. Go make nice with Austria, and get a tiny bit of Diplo points for it. So we're probably hemorrhaging. Yep. Diplo power, that's okay, so we'll avoid using that here. I say, and no. It's more important just to get Renaissance done. And I really need to stop spending money so I can actually afford the Renaissance when it pops up. But one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So, the army professionalism is pretty okay. It's not great. No, this one? Nope, this one. Which one is the siege? Oh, wait, no. Just this bonus to siege ability you get is probably the best reason to do this. But beyond that, it's kind of wishy-washy if this is actually good or not. Yeah, quantity is typically recommended because of, you know, the young can serve and levy en masse. These are really, really good. This land attrition reduction is also pretty dang good. The force limit modifier, I don't care for. Honestly, I like having smaller armies just because it means that you're not spending too much of your treasury on upkeeping armies, but those first two ideas are just ridiculously good. But we're not going for that because I don't want to be in a long, drawn-out fight against the Ottomans. I want to be able to beat them quickly and concisely when we start out. Oh, hey, Amy. I didn't realize Amy was streaming right now. Huh. I probably should have assumed. Yeah. Boost trade power, but keep monarch points because we want this institution. Yeah, it makes sense. Blobbing can be a lot of fun if you play that way. I'm a host and you is. Cool, cool. Well, this is going okay so far. Completely restarting. Learning from the lessons of last time. Oh, I have not been tracking how long I've been doing this recording. Oh, let's just call it 4:30 something something something. This will just be a very long one, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. We'll get there eventually. I'm really not worried. Which is probably dangerous that I'm not worried, but... yeah, stomping AI tends to be something that... yes! This event, if I was talking about earlier. Stomping AI tends to be pretty easy regardless. Yeah, I like having the money ideas so that you can spend it on stuff. Public Works of Cairo makes development even cheaper here. Now, it would have been nice if we had gotten that earlier, but because we're going to be buying every institution in the game, I'm glad to have it now. Now, let's look. So we need about 600 ducats to afford this. It'll take a while, but we'll get there. And in the meantime, we'll just save up so that we can buy these properly at that point. Just, yeah, accumulate money, mysticism. Oh, we're at 0. Okay. Gotta keep pushing mysticism then. Mysticism then. Are we not allied? Yeah, damn it. We were allied for such a brief period of time, and oh, okay, no, I'm good with this. I am very good with this. I would much rather be allied to an Austria who has Hungary as a personal union than just Hungary. Everything is fine. Yeah, okay. That's really nice, actually. We should have an easier time than last time, if everything else holds true. And because Aryan Jesus is at the wheel, it won't hold true, but I can just try to reassure myself. Lack of protection. I want to say it's too bad, but that's okay. Let's see. You hurtful? Yep. You don't have a general. Drill. Who are you allied with? Crimea, Ramazan, Tunis. Ramazan? I might ally them as well and vassalize them. Dolkadir I could also vassalize, so definitely these two are next up. Kandar I can't vassalize, but might make a... oh, never mind. Never mind. Might make a good ally in order to stop them from attacking. No. The first few times I tried playing for this achievement, I pretty much tried jumping to everyone's defense that the Ottomans would attack, but because their manpower comes back so quickly, that just did not hold up well. Their economic base is really good. No, I know that it's really not a big deal to take loans, but I hate taking loans in this game. I have enough in student loans in real life that even the abstraction of more loans is just like, no, I'm good. No, I want to avoid that like the plague. Cool, you're integrated. That means that you two are up next. I can't start you because our relations aren't good enough. I can start you, so let's do that. Pull this guy. And let's start selling. Can I sell ships to my own? No, of course not. Sell ships. Sweet. Wait until the 2nd of January. Buy more of my stuff. Yes. It's almost not worth it to do what I'm doing, but every ducat counts. Protect against Ottomans. Form an alliance with Dulkadir. How do I always forget where Dulkadir is? Oh, form an alliance with Dulkadir. What do I get? Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's do that. Are you rivaled with Ramazan? It's fine. It's still worth it. Protect against Rabba. Conquer Rabba. Rabba is here. Not happening. Protect against Ottomans. I'd like to have an army as large as theirs. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it'd be nice. Passiveness is usually how the AI Mamluks dies. Yeah. It's because the AI isn't very good at managing nations, and their passiveness is not great. Whereas a player can use that passiveness to, like, build up and actually get good allies. I don't think I have ever seen... I should not have spent that. I don't think I've ever seen the AI ally Austria-Hungary. I would love to see better AI in this game. Not that the AI is bad, just that it isn't good enough. Which, in effect, is kind of saying that it's bad. Yeah, you're not happy about me annexing other rivals. I get it. I get it. I do. Kill the Pope, Alex. Not this time around. Last time it was a lot easier to kill the Pope. I got bigger fish to fry. Well, hopefully we'll get to the Pope eventually. Maybe not anytime soon, though. Okay, so God damn it! I should not have bought that earlier. Kill the Pope, Alex, please. I can't. Even if I wanted to, I could maybe take them out, but then I couldn't core any of the territory I took. That would be a terrible, terrible choice. Pope must die. You know, long-term goals, right? Short-term goals, survive is up there on the list. What happened? Turns out that the Iron Man save didn't save after 1497, and everything after was just a normal save. So we're starting over so I can actually get the damn achievement. I finished it, hilariously enough. I finished it, but, Yep. I should have checked that. Survive, what a beta goal. Surviving's the first step to killing someone, man. If your only goal is to, reach out and kill the Pope, then other people will reach out and kill you in return. 22 viewers, I take no responsibility for this. This is because very kind people have, decided to raid. I mean, they stuck around long enough, so maybe I am entertaining. Vaguely. Oh god. Reader? Oh. Sweeter? God, it has been so long since I've read Wheat Speak that my Wheatese is so out of date. But thanks for following, all the same. My illiteracy aside. Convert to Seeker Riot. Is there Is Seek on the map? Seek is, like, only here at the beginning of the game, right? No, Sikhism appears later on in the game. Also, it's not Wheat Speak. There's probably a different word for it than Wheat Speak. Give me phonetically how to pronounce your name, and I will repronounce your name. Tweeter? Tweeter? Is it... Threater? Seek is Sunni. No. Seek isn't a thing yet. Seek is a school? Wait, isn't Seek an independent religion, or am I thinking of Crusader Kings? All of these games blur into each other. S-I-K-H. That's not how you spell it. Seek. Seek. S-I-K-H. Give me Seek. Give me. Sikhism. Tell me about the game mechanics, though. No province or country starts with Seek, but will likely appear some decades from the start. Okay, there. It's an amazing thing known as a random name generator. 3 wet 6er. 3 wet 6R. Oh, okay, as in like 3 wet 6. Gotcha. I am a child of the 90s, and I recall the early 2000s on the internet. Most of the time when we would make up names like that, it had some asinine pronunciation because we were very cool and thought highly of how witty we were. We weren't that witty. I have had some terrible screen names in my time. Terrible. I actually think it's really cool that a lot of people just have like their actual name as their email address now. It makes things so much easier. Support. Don't support. Nope, I need the money. I need the money. Byzantium is strangely alive, even though they got stomped on at the beginning of the game. This is about as big as they were when I allied them last time, but I have a suspicion that they're not going to be around for too much longer. Name's technically older than you. Huh. How does that work? That sounds like there's a story there. Georgia, you can have military access. I don't know why you want it, but you can have it. Detain them? Ah, 3 wet 5R. Oh, because it looks like... Okay. And then in the 90s, it added +1. That's cool! I like that story. Yeah. My original screen name, and my screen name on lots of stuff is Da Evil Gnome, like D-A-E-V-I-L-N-O-M-E. So, you know, one word is spelled correctly, and it's evil. Because being edgy and having duh instead of the was a cool thing back when I was a kid. Help Byzantium recover its cores and kill the Pope already. Yeah, I can do. Give me about 100 years. Well, I'll be right on that. I promise sometime during this campaign that we'll do something maybe. Here's hoping that they just get wiped out on their own and I can't be held accountable. Roses aren't all red. Oh, mine was heaven is not, as in like heaven is not at the domain name, because I was so frustrated in how many domain names were taken. I'm like, everything's taken at AOL.com, but you know what isn't? Heaven, because I was Christian back then and really obnoxious about it. It's an embarrassing story. Yeah, I regret what young Alex did. Oh my god, you're so cute. Nah, not cute. Shameful. Deeply shameful. So, we vassalized them, so Ramazan's not bad about us. being allied to their rival anymore, which means after they're done with this stupid war helping out our enemy, they're gonna get vassalized. We can have one more vassal as well. Caraman's not up for it yet. Sounding fun to do it again. Yeah. I like that a big part of growing up is learning to take yourself less seriously. That's such a valuable thing to learn and to really embrace. No, not there yet. Got about 100 more to go. I am a pro gamer, yeah. Yeah, but for some reason we thought it was so cool back then to write like that, right? And give people headaches. In retrospect, I do not know what the hell we were doing, but back if you played StarCraft or Warcraft 3 back in the day, that's how, man, a good 1 in 5 people talked. It's so weird. Okay, we're firing these advisors because I need this money faster. I probably should have made that decision quite a while ago. Yeah, it's good to take some things more seriously, but, yeah. I took way too much seriously when I was a kid. And I use kid loosely. It was mostly around, like, 15 or 16 that I started loosening up a little, but man, it took time. No one down here can buy these stupid boats, huh? Oh, well, you can. I didn't loosen up, like, ever. I just got tired. That's true, too. There we go. Embrace this. Feel vindicated. There we go. Then I could just get 2 of these at once. Sweet. Now we are gonna go... Quality? Was it quality I went for last time? Yeah, quality. Can't do that yet. 69, I can do that. Sex joke. Muslim dual infantry. Re 2009 1009. I'm super serious. I was it wasn't until college that like I loosened up enough to actually dance. Like I would refuse to dance on any occasion before that. Weddings, school dances, nah, had none of it. Every day I have a political debate just to show how serious I am. That's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know someone's really set in it. Look, we're not going to war, and I like the manpower guy more, but we need money more right now. So, you are a vassal. You are becoming a vassal. Who else do we want to... did I say Shamar? Yeah, Shamar. Is it war with Mishalif? Just Mishalif? Oh, yeah. You're sure thing. You, Ramazan. Deal with that war. I guess just keep improving relation with Dolkadir then. We shouldn't have taxes. Oh boy. Oh god. We shouldn't have gluten. Yeah. Radical statement. Oh man. We're converting Saida already, right? I mean, like, real slowly, but yeah, we're doing that. Gonna take about a century, but we're working on it. No, you can't have military access. Legitimacy and army tradition, or legitimacy, army tradition, and cavalry combat ability for 5 years. So, if you were about to go to war with the Ottomans, this would be sweet. I'm not. do a great horde run? Maybe. I had one a very long time ago. Back when they were the Golden Horde was the last time I played them. Long time. Only true form of political governments is anarcho-anarchism. It's anarchy and anarchism, which is actually just fascism because math. Yeah, like you divide. I really like the idea that that's how that works. Taxes just to pay off the central bank that issues the US dollar, and they named it the US dollar because it took their deeds to the USA. I like the jokes. Good. Yeah. It's how a negative times a negative is a positive. Or, you know, it's... I hesitate to call fascism a positive using that math, but yeah, like two things multiplied by themselves can be their opposite? Yeah, sure. I can work with that. When I was very young, I used to argue about how efficient fascism was. Not that it was a good idea. I never thought that it was a good idea. Just like, damn man, get a lot of stuff done if you disregard human rights and just start forcing people to do things. Imagine that, right? You used to argue that 14-year-olds should vote. Me too! Me too! I said like 16 should be the voting age, but what are you, 14? Yeah, now? I don't know. Everything should be 18. Or 16, one of the two, but just like everything should be that number and not mess about. No, children should not have free will. How exactly would you go about imposing that children can't have free will? They just come out as adults. Oh, interesting. That's how that works. I definitely did it all wrong then. Gonna make a great teacher. Prestigious, nice. So, you're a vassal, you're a vassal. We were waiting on Shamar's war to be over, so that we could vassalize them as well. Marry me, Shamar. Marry me. Marry me? Yeah! Now we vassalize you. That one. So, we are now waiting around for 1478. When 1478 rolls around, annex these three. Until then, we sit on our ass and we think angry thoughts about the Ottomans. We think the angriest thoughts we can, and if we are just mad enough at them, eventually something will happen. Yeah. Yeah, that is frightening. I mean, it's occasionally disturbing how many people will vote in a very destructive way, very harmful way, like against gay marriage. Who the hell is it gonna hurt, man? No religion or philosophy rightfully can claim ownership of religion. It's older than any existing religion or culture or anything right now. It's ridiculous to think that we should be able to control who willingly enters into a romantic and financial bond. Wussies. Mysticism again, because those sweet bonuses to missionary strength. Oh, I'm gonna drop that now. Sure, that. It makes old straight people feel squicky. Squicky, that is a terrible word. And they shouldn't have to cope with uncomfortable emotions for the sake of other people being able to live full and healthy lives. You know, you raise a valid point. Why should we be happy if the baby boomers aren't? We should all suffer like them. Alright, cool. This would give missionary strength, which is something I want, but holy fuck, that's a lot of mercantilism. I'm taking that. Oh yeah, I do not buy into the philosophy of an apolitical stream or any apolitical art. If you're a person, you have an opinion. And it seems stupid to me to act otherwise, because it's gonna come out. One way or another, you're gonna leak or you're gonna say something at some point. It's probably just better for everyone's sake to be straight up about it. That way there's less hurt feelings about it. If somebody's like, well, I don't want any of this SJW trash. Cool. At least they find out early that they don't want to be here, rather than it being like years of following me and then feeling betrayed by it, right? Oh, holy shit. 24, huh? I've been ignoring that. 1, 2, 3. State firearms. Let's get better cavalry. Let the timer go. I hate people who think cake isn't a lie. I'm scared that we'll get to a time period where people won't get that reference. Like when Portal will just be like this historical artifact that people don't remember anymore. It's gonna happen. All art goes that way. Let's see. 78. I know it's a waste just to keep them. Portal is staying alive. That's 2. That one's pretty good. 17. Okay. Comparing Portal to the Sphinx. Give it enough time. Maybe. I actually don't think that'll be the case. I actually don't think future archaeologists will look back on us and be really confused, because the amount of data and information that we have now is completely obscene in comparison to historical civilizations or prehistoric. Well, that one's taken for granted, but it's in the fucking word. But we have so much information and so many backups of backups that I know you're joking, but like there's no way that we'll be able to kill the that will have future civilizations forget about us. It's more just like if they'll care is really the question. Right? Yeah, if they speak in a different way or they interpret information in a different way, right? If it's like aliens coming and they totally don't understand our methods of communication, then maybe, yeah. Do you reckon the ancient Egyptians had something like Bush did 9/11? Oh, they totally did. They had all kinds of conspiracy theories and they blamed people for all kinds of stuff. They had like sexual graffiti depicting some of their female pharaohs in compromising positions and stuff like that. Like, nothing we do is new. None of our jokes are new. They're just We just forget that we've had these jokes before. I've already gotten rid of the Pope and unified Europe as Protestant in the past campaign. I mean, I could take it over as Akwiunglu they went Coptic? Huh. Interesting. Weird, but interesting. I like that. I haven't seen it like in person, but that's a really famous example. Yeah, the graffiti in the German parliament that says "fuck Hitler" in the ass in Russian. Yeah, excellent example. I mean, that's pretty recent history, but it's kind of heartwarming to know we've always been that crude. Oh wow, I just spent way more on that than I meant to. There we go. Kyungwoo hype? Yeah, I should just let them take over. They're still allied with Caravan? Ah, that makes sense. Those are pretty natural allies. 78, right? 78, not 74? 78, yeah. Yeah, Amy, it is late. Have sweet dreams and all that stuff. Thanks for stopping by. More AQ, less QQ. Well, I didn't really stop by, but I know what you mean. Yeah, the Ming existing till the end of the game is almost a certainty. Yeah, you're kind of right. It is fun how just about anything can happen. Within, you know, certain realm of possibility. But what I'm wanting is Austria to call us into a war so we can start building up favors with them. That's part of what we're waiting on right now, is our favors with Austria just hit 10. And I'm gonna want more? Maybe not. Maybe not. Who are you at war with? Okay, they can't put up much of a fight. What are you fighting over? Crete. Fine. Does Poland have the Union? That is an excellent question. They do have the Union. Hopefully they'll be able to hold on to it. But they are rivals of Austria, so they're not likely to be friendly with us. Poland might have been a better one to go for, actually, but at the time, Austria would say yes, and I had no such guarantee from Poland. So I took what I could get. 1-6. Ooh, yeah. More taxes. The last game I focused more on developing trade power in this area, but honestly I think taxes are the way to go. Oh, taxes and production. I may be way off on that, but it just feels that way. Tuscany game Poland had this, like had Poland-Lithuania. No, it didn't have Lithuania. It was just Poland. Then they took this by themselves. And then their generals were bullshit. It was just a 666 running around, crushing my dreams repetitively. Over and over and over. Sufi practices. Right, we're going mysticism because we're still converting stuff. It actually seems harder to go mysticism than it does legalism. A lot of these events giving free movement on the slider keep moving over to legalism. Yeah, I like legalism more, but I'm just using mysticism to get enough missionary strength to convert these. Once we have everything converted, I'm hanging out in legalism. So again, I think this is a really cool mechanic. A really cool mechanic. I'm not using it. Like, the free army tradition and young leader, well, this one's actually pretty close, but the free army tradition, just, even if it's a terrible leader, that's still a good thing out of it. Holy shit, look at this. No, no regrets. It's an amazing leader. I know that just moved us to legalism, but this will move us back towards mysticism. There we go. And even if our leader were bad, it's so easy to get rid of them as the Mamelukes. So, you're ready to go. That's 5 years ahead of time. What is this? Military tactics? I might wait until we get this, in fact. Prussia's really ridiculous. Let's see. Build another boat. Get boats. Wish you could make custom governments. That would be interesting. That'd be very interesting. Hard to balance, but it'd be super interesting. Oh no. No, I clicked on it. Mysticism. Man, why are the merchants still happy with me? I'm okay with it. Like, it's not a problem, it's just... I haven't done anything to deserve it. Ooh. No, you're still winning, it just... This got me excited. So you, and you will be annexed, and we get 3 new vassals, and I'm thinking it'll be like these 3. Oh, Najd is gone. Mikalif might actually be too big to vassalize. Not too big. Close though. My one weakness, sadness. It's almost 11. So at 11, I'm gonna stop this recording, and then I'm gonna stream for another hour on our next recording, and I think at midnight tonight I'm gonna call it, because I have to work at noon tomorrow. Sleep at some point might be a good idea. People keep telling me it's a good thing. Ooh, no, I don't like that. You better win. Austria, if you're going into war here, you better win. You're definitely gonna win. Oh, wow. I didn't notice that. Let's go into development, sort by cost, go, oop, get you under 900. There we go. What is sweep? It's when you go unconscious and hallucinate for 6 to 8 hours. Just go comatose and trip out. There are health benefits. I'm amazed that the government doesn't try to control it, given that you are literally hallucinating for hours. But, it is weird that we don't think sleep is weirder, right? That we evolved this natural thing where we just, like, hallucinate like crazy for hours and hours. Now, I know you actually only dream for a short period of time, but still, kind of crazy. Now we are taking economics, so that when this is done, we'll get discipline, discipline, and discipline. You're paralyzed for hours. Hallucinating? Don't have an issue with it. Not being able to control hallucinating. Slightly concerning. That's all. Just a little bit. Just teeny tiny bit. I've had sleep paralysis, I think, once or twice, but I was very young. More often I have that sensation when you just can't wake up and you just keep waking up into a dream after a dream after a dream. It's just so exhausting. I go to sleep and it feels like a minute later and I'm awake again. Yeah. It's cool stuff. It's very hard to study, though. I mean, for pretty obvious reasons, right? Mercantilism, we should... Yeah, do that. So, bop, bop, bop. Where in the next year, I should have watched that more carefully. Annex, annex, and annex. 82, 81, 81. Yeah, that'll be fine. Wow. 0.11. That's better. Timurids are super weak now. Yeah, they fall apart incredibly easily. They might be fun to play as. I've seen some people play as them and be able to pull it back from the brink. Seems like a good challenge. Not like super hard, but interesting. Right. I cannot take this. Oh wait, no. Sorry. I cannot take this, because this would boost the Emir over 75. And this is something I fucked up when I was first playing as the Mamelukes. You have to pretty much ignore the Emirs and just decrease their influence at every opportunity. Because they are dangerous boys. Dangerous, dangerous boys. Not playing on the edge. I mean, it's 5 away from being an issue, so you're already playing on the edge. I'm okay with this. Better Austria means better ally. Seen Timmy migrate literally everywhere? I have not. I just see them fall apart over and over. Before we get too far, I'm gonna claim all of this. Just like all of this. Really what I want is this, but whatever. Quarantine it, and gonna get to the end of 1480 here. Gonna take a quick pause. Ignore it. Not going to war, don't need prestige. Seen Timmy in Central Germany before. No, I find that hard to believe. That would be very cool. Also terrifying. Whoop, missed it. So, if you're watching on Twitch, don't worry, nothing's happening. If you're watching on YouTube, you should stop by again tomorrow for more U4. But till then, see ya.